What an intense 3 weeks of competition. What is the main ingredient for your cook-off?
Lamb.
You have to choose one utensil, and that's the only one you can use on your stove. So will you or will you not award the knife to Rasathi?
I will not.
No, I will not.
I'm afraid I will.
My main key ingredient is bone.
Huh? What?
Bone.
Zakia needs all 3 knives to proceed on to the grand finals. Will you or will you not award this knife to Zakia?
Yes, I will.
I will not.
Sorry, I will not.
Rasathi and Hui, one of these ladies would walk away with the King of Culinary, the Final Showdown Grand Champion knife. Welcome to the grand finals of King of Culinary, the Final Showdown. Now, which of our marvelous mummy home cooks will be crowned the grand champion? Over the past 3 weeks, our 3 finalists and our 3 celebrity chefs have shown us how food can excite the senses and how it can fuel our imagination. I would like to thank all our 3 judges at the moment. We have Chef Heiko Johari, our executive chef from the 1 Michelin star restaurant Alma.
Hi guys.
Chef Patrina Low, the owner of the restaurant Morsels.
Hi.
And Mr. Daniel Ang, the founder of the blog Daniel Food Diary.
Hello.
And the 2 finalists that have been awarded the most number of knives over 2 cook-offs are here with us today.
I come to this final round. I don't have any secret weapon. My weapon is just cook with my heart.
My secret weapon is the fact that I've always combined comfort food with 1 or 2 ingredients that you never expect in that food itself.
Action always speak louder than words. Cooking hometown favors is what I do best.
I'm a single mom, and I'm hoping to win this competition not just for my daughter, but for all the single moms out there.
And what lies before them at the end of that culinary rainbow? $10,000 cash and the coveted Grand Champion knife. Rasathi, I see you at the back, very composed and calm. Are you being a duck again?
On a pond, yep.
Duck on a
always.
pond, which means she's quite calm outside, but inside like, like that.
Pretty much.
Okay, all the best, okay? All right, Hui. So, over the past 2 cook-offs, you have won 6 knives.
Yeah.
Now, today, the grand finals, are you going to be using the same strategy or are you going to change tactics?
I think I will use the same way. Yeah.
Okay, well, we are very excited to see what that same way is, okay? Now, I'm going to ask our chefs. We have all seen the amazing stuff that has happened over the past 3 weeks. What are your expectations today, Chef Bob?
Today we're going to see some culinary masterclass from both these contestants. Yeah, and different types of flavors and all.
Masterclass, you know, no pressure, huh? Chef Bala, suggestions or advice you can give Rasathi today?
Stay calm, focused, and just finish all 3 courses.
Chef Eric, what about you too, Hui?
Continue what you are good at and be focused and give us more surprises if you can.
Surprises, judges! So over the past 3 weeks, we have been pleasantly surprised by what's happened out of these stoves and pots and pans, right? So let's start with Daniel.
Yes.
What do you want to be surprised with today?
Today, they are going to prepare a 3-course meal. So appetizer and desserts are important. So today, we are looking at a coherent story from them.
I'm looking forward to excite my palate. It's been a very exciting journey so far.
We all love to see, again, the surprises and the detailed execution to the dish.
Okay, well, you've heard from the judges what they're expecting. And you know what? I want to tell our audience right now that San Patao, Raja Culinary and Raja Kaya Vecha featured 9 mentor chefs, out of which 3 of the chefs are here having lots of fun with us over the past 3 weeks. But the other chefs are also in the studio with us. Joining us, we would like to welcome them from San Patao, Chef Eric Neo and Chef Pang. And from Raja Culinary, Chef Iskandar and Chef Khalid. And from Raja Kaya Vecha, we have Chef Anand and Chef Tanabalan. Hi! And we also want to welcome Rasathi's good friend Shobana and her daughter Gaia. And of course, our other finalist Zakia and her family. Welcome to the studio. Today, both our finalists will have to cook using one main ingredient. Let me give you a clue, okay? The meat is tasty, it is succulent, it is sweet. Today's main ingredient for both our finalists is Sri Lankan mud crab. What will our two finalists do? Will the crab be hot and spicy or light and refreshing? Well, I bet our judges can't wait to get their hands, or should I say, fingers dirty. In the meantime, let us have a look at what the rules and requirements are for the grand final. The two finalists, Hue and Rasathi, have 90 minutes to serve up a 3-course meal, which would include an appetizer, main dish, as well as a dessert. The winner chosen by the 3 judges will receive $10,000 cash, as well as the grand champion knife. A 3-course meal, appetizer, main dish, and dessert. Well, finalists, it's time for you to go and prep. Here we go.
Many type of crab I eat before. I find some taste is very interesting, so I try to wing out. I practice 2 times. The first time is not very good, too sweet. The second time, okay, can eat. I don't know enough time or not, but I will try.
I have never cooked a crab in my life. The person I really wanted to ask was my grandmother, but she's passed already, so I had to ask whoever was around her at the time for a recipe. Because generally the curry is the same, but the crab has a very sweet flavor. I have to compensate for that, so that's going to be interesting as well.
Wow. After all that prep, here we are, our 2 finalists in the arena with all these yummy ingredients. All right, well, are you ready? Judges, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, chefs, are you ready to rock and roll as well?
Ready.
Yeah. Okay, your time starts now. I'm gonna ask Daniel, you've seen all these
Yes.
ingredients now. What's going through your mind? What do you think they're cooking up?
You know, even though the mains are Sri Lankan crabs, I'm looking forward to have the appetizer and the dessert because they all form a coherent whole at the end of a 3-course meal. So those are important as well. I do have an interesting question to ask Hui. I noted a lot of cooling fruits on her counter.
Okay.
Pears are cooling, mangosteen are cooling, passion fruits are also cooling, and the crabs itself is cooling.
Is that right, Hui?
Not cool.
Not cool.
But after eat, body go cold.
They bring down the heatiness.
Sri Lankan crab is very delicate in flavor, so I hope that they won't do something that masks the delicate flavor of crab. So I would like to see balance and a kind of precision when they execute the dish.
All right, well, let's have a look at what Rasathi is doing.
I'm starting caramel.
So are you starting with dessert then?
I am.
Oh, there
So
we
I can let it
go.
do its thing for a little while.
And I see Hui with the chicken. And the chicken is for which course, Hui?
Salad.
A salad. So I suppose that's going to be like an appetizer. Unless she stuffs the crab into the chicken. You never know.
You never know.
With her, you wouldn't know.
We've seen the most amazing things happen. Chef Bala,
Yes.
what do you think Rasathi is cooking up?
I just peeped at the ingredients. I think she's doing something Sri Lankan.
I was kind of inspired by Hui, actually. She does a lot of communal stuff, a lot of traditional family kind of recipes. Crab is not something I cook very often. I don't know that I made my grandmother proud necessarily, but I think she'd be happy that I tried.
Oh, she stuffed herbs into the chicken.
Yeah.
And she's gonna steam it right now. And earlier on, I saw a bowl of very kind of gelatinous things. And I think it's bird's nest, Chef Eric.
Yes, that's correct.
So that's dessert, I suppose.
I I think it's
I suppose, huh?
It might be a crab roll with
Hey.
never know.
Yeah. Crab meat with bird's nest. Wow. Are you gonna put crab in every of your course?
Cannot lah. I'm a standard one lah.
She got standard.
Bird's nest now. I think we put the double boil. The original should be double boiled, but I don't know how it's going to do it.
I'm gonna come over to Rasathi and ask you what you are doing. You're blending, mixing.
The next part of my dessert.
Okay.
I rarely use the equipment outside of the stove. You saw me finally use the blender for the first time. If any of you have watched Raja Kayevaja, I didn't use any of that. So it's a learning curve.
There's a base of sugar, of caramel right at the bottom. Okay. What pears are these? They look really...
Namsui
Nashi
pears.
pears.
And namsui pears and bird nest should go well together in a typical dessert.
Oh, it's
But I don't know about her.
But she's not typical.
typical dessert.
And she's digging the
All the inside out.
inside out
Yeah.
again.
Are you going to use this later?
No.
Oh, you're not going to use this? Can I eat? Don't mind,
Wash your hand over.
Never wash it.
I sanitized it just now. Very sweet. Very good. Chef Heikel, you've seen both our finalists in their cook-offs over the past 3 weeks. Have you seen any growth? Have you seen, anything exciting?
First of all, about Hui, I've never seen any cooking like this before. That's for sure. Right? I think she always come up with surprises, things that we can never imagine. But I think she have a certain kind of cooking that she sticks to a very strict traditional flavors. And for Rasathi, I think she's a bit more cosmopolitan. She likes to infuse things, mix here and there a little bit. So like I said, it's two different approaches towards cooking.
Rasathi's previous 2 rounds, her dishes were all good. But she may have lacked a little confidence in herself that made 1 or 2 mistakes that cost her her other 2 knives.
I'm never confident because we have 3 different palates. They have 3 different backgrounds. They have 3 different ideas of what certain things taste like. And anyone that you serve to always have something they're trying to refer it to kind of like connect, make a connection between the dish they had before.
What do you think could possibly trip Hui up?
So I don't know what can unface her, man. She's always collected. She always knows what she's doing to make do with the situation. So I think that's a strength.
Rasathi, you're starting on the mains now?
No, I have an appetizer first.
Can you tell us what appetizers you're making at the moment?
Actually, I was reminded of my grandmother's food when Chef Bala was cooking earlier in another round. And I thought I would pay homage to him since he is my mentor, and then also try and recreate something my grandmother used to make, which is crab rasam.
Okay. Oh, that already has my taste buds going. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, all the garlic's gone in. I love garlic, I love cooking with it because the smell is just amazing. Of course, I can't go on a date after that. Can you imagine? Honey, please have one. Oh, wait, so the dessert has gone into the oven, is it, Rasathi?
Yes.
All right, we'll wait in anticipation. All right, I'm gonna go round to talk to our guest chefs sitting at the back and just have a look and see what's going through their minds, and perhaps they can give us some insight as well. Hello. All right, let's have a chat with Chef Iskandar right now. So, you're watching this, what's going through your mind?
So at the moment now, not only my mind, my senses are getting, my nose are getting all the senses of the spices. It smells really good. Right, so I hope they all can finish everything during the time frame.
Yeah.
Rasathi, do you always prepare crabs at home, or is this new thing to you?
It's a very new thing. I've eaten crabs before, but it's very rare that I ever get a chance to be in the kitchen while it's cooking.
Hui, do you prepare crabs at home?
This is the 3rd time.
So first 2 times, what are your methods of preparation?
The first time I try to cook it too sweet. Second time it's less sweet.
Then 3rd time?
Now.
Chef Eric, what do you think?
I think as usual, Hui always confuse us with all its ingredients, but whereas Rasathi's cooking and recipe is quite, straightforward to us.
Traditional.
I think we'll be expecting tough judging.
What about your appetizer, Hui?
Appetizer is salad.
Vietnamese style? Or
No.
Hui style?
Yeah, here's salad.
A Hui-style appetizer. That's very interesting. 20 minutes have passed already, and the crab has already gone in for Rasathi. Actually, when I asked little Gaia what was her favorite dish that mother cooks for her, she said spaghetti.
I'm big on one-pot meals.
Okay.
Just 'cause it's easy for me, I'm lazy.
So Hui, what do you cook back home? Like a typical weekend dinner?
At home, I not always cook.
So if you cook, what will you cook for your family?
I cook one big pot and bring around the neighbor.
Oh, we want to know where she stays now. So that your neighbor.
We should come for a party, right?
I think she want to make fritters. Banana fritter. Just tapioca flour, what else can she do?
Okay, oh, looks like the crabs are going in to fry.
Garlic oil.
In the garlic oil, which we saw earlier, the garlic had gone in. You can smell the amazing garlic, the spices melanging in the air. Which parts of the crab are you using, Rasathi?
I am using claw meat and a little bit of a whole crab in there.
Okay, so claw meat and a little bit of the crab. In the meantime, I think Hui is using almost all of the crab, except the shell, right?
Yeah.
Is this something that we can find in Vietnam? Because we eat a lot of like soft shell crab, right?
Now you can find here.
Now you can find, okay. When you chose the crabs, right, Rasathi, was there a difference between the male and female crab?
Actually, yes. I realized that if you turn the crab over, you can tell it's male or female by there's like a triangle shape on the bottom. The wider the triangle, that means it's a female.
It's a female. I learned something new today about male and female
I only
crabs.
just learned it, so yeah, I'm happy to pass that on.
There are two shells in here, Hui.
Yeah, I find it.
Or is it just for the color?
Yeah, the crispy like gorobok. If your teeth strong, can bite.
No,
Your
you
teeth not
can't
strong.
bite.
Deep bite.
My veneers will break. Oh my goodness, the bird's nest is going into the pear.
That's a very generous serving.
Yeah, I know, right?
Having some phlegm here, just nice.
Yeah.
But I need to remind everyone we are judging crab.
We are judging crab, but the fact that it's a three-course meal and whether the courses all kind of complement each other, whether there's a flow to it. Our three chefs here and Chef Patrina and Chef Heikel, when you're designing menus like that, where is your starting point when you design a menu?
Start from the theme first, then work from the way down.
Because this is very interesting though. Her theme, even though the main ingredient is crab.
With Hui, we don't know what kind of theme also she's doing. So
For me, fermentation is key and it takes a lot of time. A lot of times I focus on like vegetables first and things that take time. And then ideas will start to flow from there and then I craft the dish from there.
Wow.
I think when you plan a menu, it has to balance the entire menu. The appetizer is very important and the dessert. But of course, today we are very focused on the crab. The crab will stand out for both contestants.
All right. Interesting. Hui has finished frying her crabs. Finalists, we have just under an hour left. So a whole lot of butter went into the wok. Okay, what's happening here, Rasathi?
I wanted to add some vegetables here.
Corn.
Potatoes, corn, and carrot. So it's not just rasam.
It smells amazing.
The crab flavor inside rasam should be very nice. Very nice.
Hui has put all the crab roll in there with the butter. Wow. And is it garlic as well? Taking the passion fruit juice out, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, what's going to go in there? The juice of the passion fruit into the crab roll.
It's actually very smart because the roll and the butter is actually very rich.
Very
so
rich.
the passion fruit actually cuts that.
Crab roll and butter, the umami fattiness.
Okay.
Exotic.
Exotic. And what is that?
Chili sauce.
Chili sauce. Okay. Very, very different smells are coming from both sides at the moment. Okay. How is it, Rasathi?
I like it.
You like it? Okay. Looks really good. The smells are really, really amazing coming out from that pot.
Yeah.
And
I know what that means here.
Oh.
Wow, we always get first dibs.
Yeah.
Check my sous chef.
Because I'm in the danger zone too.
Yeah, hello.
Roseanne,
Close
comments?
eyes, close eyes.
I'll leave it to the judges. I'll just nod wisely.
55 minutes.
Oh, now that she's added the chili sauce, the smells are different completely again, once again. What, chili crab?
What's she adding?
She's putting a lot of things in there.
Yeah.
What is this again?
Assam.
Assam goes in as well.
I think she puts assam, she puts passion fruit to give the acidity. And I think it will work very well with crab because we've done a dish in the restaurant too with crab and passion fruit. But that is a cold dish.
Right.
But this is a hot dish, so...
And the
Just to
chicken
see.
as well. I mean,
Interesting.
coming along, okay, Okay. And Rasathi, you're extracting the meat.
Yeah, I was hoping for a whole, piece of the claw meat, but that's okay. We'll work with what we got.
I think the meat, maybe the meat will be the appetizer.
Yeah. But that's the thing with crab, though. It's a lot of effort for very little results.
At least it's not hairy crab.
I've never had it, you know? I've never had hairy crab.
Good luck.
Hey, 1 tablespoon, $50.
Yeah.
I never understood it. What's the point of,
So little yield for so much work.
Yeah.
the crab goes in. I see. Very interesting.
Roseanne, do you want to try the other sauce as well? Since you tried one.
Can I try a little bit?
Close your eyes.
Why you turn around?
Not to influence your
Still eyes closed.
Is crab rasam the typical rasam?
Most times you have a plain rasam that has either just tomato, the pepper soup, but nandi rasam is one of those things where, it's an occasion, right? So if someone's really sick, to break up all that phlegm in your chest.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. And on this side, Hui is preparing the cabbage. In the meantime, I shall go and chat with people at the back.
So Hui, is the mangosteen going to your appetizer, main, or dessert?
Appetizer.
With the chicken.
Okay.
I help you eat the mangosteen. There got space.
Rasathi, why you plate so early?
Because I need it off of my table.
Is it too early for the appetizer to be prepared right now?
For me, it's very early.
Well, I mean, if it's a cold dish, you can sit.
But it's together with the rasam, right?
Well, I guess the rasam can rehydrate it.
So, Chef Tana, Rasathi starting to plate. Is it too early?
Yep, too early. As long as the broth is not be cold, then it's okay.
I see, okay. So we haven't seen the broth go in yet, okay.
How's the chicken, Hui?
Not well yet.
Oh, not well yet, okay.
Because I steam no hot water, so must slow steam. Like that, all the sweetness of the chicken will come out.
Oh, you mean there's no
You can
water
get
inside?
all.
What?
Very little.
Oh, very little. Ah, okay.
Steam no hot water inside,
Yeah.
I got one plate.
It's really like getting the essence out. Yeah.
I see that Hui is trying to do a lot of things in her own pace. I think they're going to concentrate on an appetizer first, what I can see from now. It's going to be a bursting of flavors from the preparation.
So this is the appetizer, is it, Rasathi?
That is the appetizer.
Okay. Wait, what are you making now?
I make bread.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's like to soak up the gravy or something.
Mantou.
Yeah, like mantou, man.
But is there a bread maker here?
She probably has an old school way of cooking that.
Traditional way of making bread.
Wait, do you put any yeast inside in your bread?
In the bread, got the rice flour, tapioca flour, got sauce, got butter, got banana.
Baking powder, yeast?
No, baking
don't
powder.
have.
Oh.
I not use baking powder or handmade one.
So, but how are you going to cook it?
Fried.
Fried.
Oh.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Tools are coming out.
Really like baguette. So cute.
Do you usually make bread at home, Hui?
So it's
Yeah, I see you have a kid there, man.
Yeah. It looks like she's making a tiny mini loaf of bread. Wow, interesting. All right, it's about 40 minutes left, which is about the time that you would normally do your cook-offs.
This is so different, though.
In what sense is it different, Rasathi?
I really don't enjoy doing more than one thing at a time. It makes me nervous, but it makes sure that some stuff wasn't, burning, that I had vegetables cut and ready. I felt like I was forgetting things in the middle of the process itself. I'm starting to realize that doing many things at once is not my strong suit.
But can you imagine, this is a daily thing for our chefs.
Right, but they also have help.
And they also don't have Hosen talking to them.
Yes, they don't. I could come to your restaurant and talk to you if you want.
Actually, I'm curious about something. What does winning this championship mean to both ladies?
It means that I took a risk, finally. It's one of those moments where I just said, no, I'm going to try. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It's not going to stop me from cooking. I mean, in what other universe will I ever be able to cook for a Michelin-starred chef, a well-known food blogger, a female chef owner of a restaurant? I mean, that's pretty incredible, I think.
So, Hui, what does winning mean to you?
Before I join this one, I got tell to old people, if I lose is okay, but if I win, I will say to you. If I win, I think many old people are very happy.
This is the main course. So,
It is.
oh,
It is masala crab.
Masala crab.
Is there a story behind the masala crab?
It's something my grandmother made a long time ago, and unfortunately I couldn't ask her for the recipe. She's passed already, so I had to ask between my aunts, my mom, try and figure out, how she made it, what were the flavors like. And so from there, I try to piece it together a little bit.
Cool. So between familiar smells and ingredients on one end, and on the other end is completely unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. Chef Heike, what are your thoughts?
I think it depends how they pace themselves, right? I think like for her, she actually started with the dessert first, right? And then she slowly works down to the main course. But for Hui, right? I'm not sure what is momentum. She's like everywhere. She's like a ninja, Planning is very important for a 3-course menu.
Normally a 3-course meal like this, let's say I ask Chef Bob, how much time would you need?
Definitely more than 1.5 hours. Yeah, but well, this is a King of Culinary competition, so they need to do it in a stipulated time.
Right.
So that's why the menu planning is very important. Yeah.
So you've got about 33 minutes left, ladies. Shall I just ring the bell for fun? No, just kidding. Just kidding. Don't stress. Don't stress. Yes, are you okay? You look lost.
Yeah, I cannot find the thing where I put.
What do you need? Do you know how many ingredients that you picked?
No count.
You didn't count. It's probably the entire supermarket, garden, and forest in here.
I don't know how she keeps it all straight, seriously. That's like, I'm so impressed.
When I cook, I know thing about the time. I just try to cook as fast as I can.
Is masala crab a common dish served?
I don't know, because I feel like every family has their own culture. My family likes a lot of heavy flavors. And the joke usually is that, Indian food, you can have like just the heat, or if you go south, you have the heat and the flavor. So kind of
So where's yours?
Heat and flavor?
Heat and flavor,
Yeah.
right, okay.
But today I wanted to go with a pepper theme. I didn't want to change too many flavors for the judges.
So the dessert is very important because the dessert will form the coherent whole and the sweet ending.
Say the story for the dessert. This is one of our family favorites. It was a recipe that my grandma started at first. We were looking for someone to take up the mantle, and I just happened to be able to find a way to make it as good as she did. And so it's something we call caramel pudding, but most of you know as Puerto Rican flan. Just a regular caramel with a vanilla custard.
29 minutes.
Yep, under 30 minutes now.
29 minutes, come
Here we
on.
go, less than half an hour. Hui, what are you doing there? What's that?
Make tea.
Is it a special kind of tea?
Can.
Yes.
So Hui, back at home, you always have tea after a meal? Your
Tea.
family?
My husband always drink tea. I make for him.
Rasathi, is the temperature okay?
Nope.
Please, we worry. Shouldn't cover.
Yeah, shouldn't cover.
I think you should increase it.
I'm increasing it, yeah.
Maximum.
And I'm uncovering it now because it's not setting at all, and it's been almost an hour.
Maximum heat, Rasathi.
Normally I make 4 serving of 20, and it takes 40 minutes, and it's fine. But this time, the oven didn't seem to hold the temperature.
If let's say the custard is not step, maybe we have to really high steam it.
I think by 20 minutes, you must check again.
Yeah.
Rasathi, if your custard doesn't set right, what's our next plan?
To serve 2 courses instead of 3 and take the L like an adult. It's a competition, you never know what's going to happen. So they said no curveball, right? But there was a curveball.
There's always a curveball.
Yeah.
Is that the chicken that's out already?
Yeah.
So the chicken is for a salad?
Yeah, chicken is salad.
Chicken mangosteen salad.
Mangosteen shredded chicken. I go back and try and see how's the taste.
I think this one tasty.
Appetizer.
Refreshing.
What's happening over there?
Pineapples, we have cucumber, we have red chili. I'm going to throw some onion in there. We have a little bit of a pickle.
Okay. Oh, she's making a chicken salad, right, for the appetizer. So now that we kind of know what the flavors for Hui are, right, the appetizer is kind of a chicken tangy salad. This is also slightly tangy-ish with the passion fruit.
May or may not, though.
May or may not, huh?
Yeah.
Because I think if we recall what happened the last time with Hui and her watermelon chicken, we saw all that watermelon go in. It did not taste at all like watermelon juice. So the main ingredient of the crab and the passion fruit may turn out completely different from what we envisioned it to be. On the other hand, masala, you know what it tastes like.
It's going to be a curry of some sort, right?
A curry of some sort, okay. But how does the crab work with the masala? So that's going to be exciting too. How is the salad okay?
Yeah, good.
Wow, it looks really nice. It's now the main course. Ooh, careful.
That was a mistake.
Facial.
Smells amazing.
Hope it's tastes just as well.
So in order to eat this, it's all hands on deck, is it?
It is.
Okay. I hope you all brought bibs.
Oops.
Oh, is that
Coconut milk.
Coconut milk.
What Sri Lankan dish does not have coconut milk in it?
Yeah.
After your custard, go and check.
Thank you, chef.
I'm worried about her custard.
Too high also, it will go up.
Yeah.
Is it hardening? No. Oh, shoot.
You depend on certain things to go a certain way, and when it doesn't, it adds a little bit more pressure. Not that there wasn't already pressure with the time, right? I'm praying that
We're just not open
the oven will be clutch.
Just not open the oven anymore for now. Wow, what's happening here?
I cook the veggie for dessert.
Veggies for dessert. Oh.
Wow.
That one kind of stopped me what Curtis said.
This is flour.
What flower is that?
Later I see dictionary give you the name. This flour you eat one headache, no more headache.
Oh, wow. I should have one a day.
Can you lift one and show?
I can give her smell. The smell very nice.
I'll bring it to you for a little smell of it. Yeah, you have us.
Whoever has a headache can just get
Yeah,
one, you
just
know,
smell
a bunch.
this.
It's very delicate flavor, a smell to it. It's like cross between chrysanthemum and Gimia.
Oh, it's sweet.
It is no need to put sugar.
Oh, okay, so it's natural
You use
sugars
a lot
as well.
natural, yeah.
Actually, I not use many, but I see now outside you eat, they will put a lot of sugar or a lot of ingredient. I want to use a nature way, so it's a very healthy to eat.
11 minutes.
11 minutes,
11 minutes. So right now, Hui is making the decorations.
Rasathi, what do you have in the bottle?
Up and down.
Jalan.
Ah.
Let's see if I can get this done.
Yep.
In 8 minutes. In Sri Lanka, you have a lot of different kinds of appam or breads. Pal appam, which is made out of milk. Just appam, you can have an egg in the middle of it as well.
Oh, wow.
It's a breakfast dish. And I had to think about, what could I possibly make that would be home, but then home here, not just on that little pearl-shaped island. So I figured, why not do injala?
Okay. Got about 7 minutes left, ladies. Our finalists should be doing their last-minute stuff right now. Oh, stop! Oh, stop! Oops,
I don't know if I was nervous and I squeezed too hard or if I didn't close the cap well enough. Disaster.
Pour it out, quickly pour it out.
Pour it out, pour it out, pour it out.
Pour it out.
Never close properly.
Use the one you have, one piece cut in between.
Okay, pull back. Can save. I think she's trying to save. Yeah, try to save. Try to save.
Can.
I could do something with it.
Yep. All right, we've got 1.5 minutes left. All right, ladies, finalists, do your final touches because we don't have much time left. Wow, okay, look at that. Another presentation masterpiece. You see the crab net.
Wow.
Yeah. Rasathi is already doing the plating. All right, here we go. We've got 30 seconds left. Ladies, your creme brulee has come out of the oven, which is great. Hui is already very calm and collected. She's got a tea, she's got a chicken salad, and she's got the crab. She's got the double boiled bird's nest. 20 seconds. This is the final showdown of King of Culinary. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up! Finalists, step away from the stoves. Well done, Hui. Well done, Rasathi.
I cook finish, I feel comfortable, just complete. I happy with the 3 dishes I cook, same like I cook at home.
I'm glad I got something on the plate. It's not pretty, it's not my best work, but I think the flavors are there. So I'm hoping maybe that counts for something. We'll see.
Right now, it's time for our judges to decide if Hui's crab is going to be clawsome or Rasathi's will bring them to Krabi. Okay, you've had 3 courses from Hui. Passion fruit crab, appetizer, mangosteen chicken salad, double-boiled bird's nest dessert.
Before you start to eat, you try the flour first. After that, you eat the salad. Then you eat the crab. You can use a small bread dip with the sauce. After you drink tea finish, then you can eat dessert.
What's the flour taste like?
It's crunchy.
It's crunchy, okay.
At first, it's quite sweet, and then as you bite it, it becomes a little bit herbaceous.
It was really nice and sweet. It's also very interesting, something that I've never seen before.
Very curious to taste how mangosteen and chicken go together.
When you eat, you can feel culinary eat and don't want to stop. And not oily.
The chicken is very tender and actually very flavorful, and it's actually very well balanced.
Okay.
Yeah, and quite refreshing.
I like that fruity, tropical summer feeling and use mangosteen, something different and unique. And the chicken was succulent and tender.
I'm surprised that time you can have a nice, soft and succulent chicken. The flavors with the mangosteen, it's something new to me. But if it was me, I'll add some nice steamed crab meat on top. Give a bit more umami flavor.
I quite enjoy eating the chicken.
I think you will have some surprises there. I look at a crab, it is really sumptuous. I wish I could try it, you know?
That's enough for you.
No, I'll help you.
I'll get for you.
Looks nice.
Passion fruit, right? Give you that freshness of passion fruit. It actually goes very well with the crab and this little baguette.
This is just nice.
Wow.
Yeah, the crabs are cooked succulent, fleshy and chunky. You get sweetness and savoriness at the same time.
This reminds me of like a hot and sour of salt, but it's just not spicy. The crab is very well cooked. The roll gives that different texture as well, on top of all the onions and the garlic that was cooked in the sauce. Something I never tried before.
Yeah. All right, now it's time to have a sip of tea. This is the 20-year-old black tea to just cleanse the palate a little bit. And double-boiled bird's nest dessert.
Why do you tie a balloon on top?
Actually, I need to put the pear leaf, but cannot find the pear leaf.
Not bad. So she thought of an alternative plan that tying this blue.
Yeah, like the leaf.
She really put a lot of effort to look around for all these. A lot of things.
I like how it's not overly sweet. I don't really have a sweet tooth. A lot of things are naturally flavored, so I really like it. And the texture of the bird's nest is well cooked.
Oh, look at that. Ooh, so sticky. Ooh. Good quality. Good quality, yes.
After tasting all 3 courses, I can see Vietnam in there. I can see local.
Yeah,
so I really
it is.
see that kind of story in it. It's really encompassing her
Fantastic.
as a person. Yeah.
All right.
And the bird's nest, I think it's a very nice balance. I'm very happy and I can see progression of the meal. She really put the whole dish into a very nice symphony.
I think there's too much bird nest in this dessert. I would like to try more of the other components of this dessert. There's a lot of creativity in the dishes displayed. The mains are my favorite, the passion fruit crab. I really think it deserves a spot on somewhere on the crab menu.
All right, we're gonna move on to Rasathi's dish. Crab masala. Dessert.
Caramel pudding. I deconstructed the nandi rasam, which is the crab rasam. So you have vegetables first, and then you have the crab flesh and the roe on top. You will pour the rasam over the top of it, and I would love for you to enjoy.
It reminds me of what I made, chicken rasam, but she has used corn. It'll give a slight sweetness, so I think it will have a right balance.
It's really tasty. What Chef Bala said, I think the use of corn really balanced out
the pepperiness.
Yes.
But I think the spice level is a little bit too high. It actually kills the flavor of the crab. But the rasam itself, wow, very nice. Thank you.
I see really was.
I don't want to say anything. I think I prefer to show you.
That is the best compliment ever.
Finish already, empty already.
It is spicy, but it's a medley of beautiful spices in the mouth, like harmony, playing music in my mouth.
Thank you.
Okay, right now we are going to move on to your main course, crab masala.
These are the kinds of dishes that kind of get passed around the house as a culture for our family. There is a pickle on the side, and there is roti jala, so that you can actually sop up some of the sauce. The whole purpose was to have like a simple carb to be able to help you eat the crab.
One, I'm glad you didn't throw this. Two, crab succulent flavors are there, spice level up. Good.
All right.
Thank you.
This masala is, I think it's one of the best I ever had. It's really good. It doesn't overpower the crab. The spice level of every single spices is well orchestrated. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is a great thing that you didn't throw this away because I really
was
needed
such a-
that to like suck up the sauce because the sauce is so tasty. The crab meat itself is very well cooked. It retains the sweetness despite all the spice medley going on. So I think that's really good job done.
Thank you.
You see the way they eat, they really enjoy it. You also feel like eating. Very delicious.
Well, I think now it's time to move on to Rasathi's dessert, judges.
So this dessert is a family favorite called caramel pudding.
Surprise at the
Very
bottom.
simple.
You
Yes, it is.
had to dig all the way.
Wow, the pearl is there come out already. Until now, I don't know who's the best. So every dish was good. Yeah.
I like the layers. So, but I'm looking at the whole complete package from the appetizer, main to the dessert. So I wonder whether the whole thing coming together is too rich.
Honestly, I kind of intentionally did that because I think if you've seen throughout all of my cooking, it's all about having that luxury bed at home with very, very simple ingredients.
I think it's very nostalgic. And this, on the top part, it's actually a bit sweet.
Okay.
But when you dig it all the way to the bottom, the surprise effect. The bitterness of the caramel actually offsets the sweetness.
Sweet, okay.
But it's just a little bit tad overcooked.
Oh.
The caramel or the pudding itself?
The flan itself, yeah. I'm happy that she's trying to portray out all these family recipes to showcase. Not much people know about Sri Lankan food, so I think you've done it very well.
Thank you.
It's hearty, but I'm not quite sure if I like the caramel. I felt it's a little bit too bitter. I think she also brought everything that was close to her heart onto the menu. Like you can definitely see where everything is coming from. Heritage, family favorites, and everything that's close to the heart.
Well, there you have it, Hue and Rasathi. Our judges have tried a 6-course meal all added up. But right now, it's time for them to retire and discuss amongst themselves who will be our grand champion in the final showdown.
It surprised me. A lot of those chefs from home can actually cook very well. And their recipes are really from the heart.
They brought their own culture and they created the food behind that, and then they showcased what they were capable of, and actually more than that, which this was a learning process for us chefs and all the other channels.
Sometimes they can give you very good idea. So I always believe that cooking, there's no limit.
Yeah, I like the word. Cooking, no limit.
Yes.
Do not underestimate the home cooks, huh? Like you both always underestimate the home cooks. Yeah lah. No.
We are a multiracial society, so this is really, truly, bluely Singaporean, and it's our own to showcase to the rest.
Now, before we announce who the grand champion will be, our judges have a few comments to make. So, Chef Patrina, why don't you start off?
I would like to say it's great to see all ladies who made it to the finals and demonstrated very much confidence, technique, and creativity. And I must say, Hui, you brought me on a journey. There was a lot of progression and story, and I can really see you when you cook.
Congratulations to both first. Rasathi, I like the bold flavors and that you are able to translate your heritage, your culture, all into the dishes. And today we see confidence, we see that you're more bold, and it shows in your cooking. So I hope you'll continue to inspire other home cooks to do well.
Thank you.
Both of you have shown what a good chef has to be. Passion, love, and courage.
Thank you, judges, for your very constructive comments. So, Chef Heikel, you will be representing all the judges in making the decision, but have you all come to the decision?
Well, it's been very hard. Serious talks behind in the room. They are not just home chef. For me, they are professional chefs like us. We've not come with a unanimous decision yet, but it is what it is.
Okay. Well, judges and all of us here, we have witnessed the final showdown. Chef Heikel and judges, who will be the grand champion of King of Culinary, the final showdown?
giant slayer, Hue.
Congratulations, come, Rasathi, come on. Wait, you have won the King of Culinary night and $10,000. Congratulations. You know, we would also like to thank our three finalists, Zakia, Rasathi, and Hue. Not forgetting our three celebrity chefs, Chef Bob, Chef Bala, and Chef Eric Teo. And all our mentor chefs from Sampatau, Raja Culinary, and Raja Kaya Vecha as well. And finally, our three judges, it could not have been done without you. Chef Patrina Low, Dano Ang, and Chef Haiko Johari. On that note, my name is Jose Leong. I really hope to see you on the next King of Culinary, the Final Showdown. But before that, please go and have delicious adventures in your kitchen. And I want to wish you bon appetit!